What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some Go Battle League battles here in the Remix Cup, and today's video, this footage has been submitted to me by one of my patrons, Kevin Saladares, so thank you so much for submitting this gameplay. He's running a very unique team in Remix Cup with Sunny CASTFORM in the lead, CRESSELIA and SCRAFTY in the back, so definitely a unique team composition, pretty unpredictable backline, and I'm kind of curious to see how a lot of this stuff is going to play out. So let's just jump right into these battles, and we have SCRAFTY against CRESSELIA. The foul play is double resisted, so SCRAFTY's barely able to live that, but the Shadow Claw damage is barely able to take out that SCRAFTY. Unfortunate. Sunny CASTFORM really has a good amount of play in the Remix Cup. If you can avoid Bastiodon and the water types as well as Altaria, it has a lot of neutral matchups. It's very bulky, has a pretty good moveset of Ember and Weather Ball. Weather Ball is a very solid move, and Ember recently, not super recently, but did get a damage increase. So CRESSELIA onto Empoleon. Empoleon is going to be getting hit for neutral damage with this Grass Knot. But CRESSELIA, as we know, is very bulky. This is a Psycho Cut CRESSELIA, so it's going to be generating energy very fast, but not doing that much damage with the quick move. Empoleon is still able to survive that Grass Knot, and the opponent concedes the match at that point. Good game. CASTFORM into Deoxys. If this Deoxys is running Rock Slide, this is somewhat favorable for the Deoxys, but it's going to take 6 Embers to get to these Weather Balls, and it's going to take 7 counters for the first Rock Slide. This Deoxys does have the energy for it. Going to commit a shield, but it's just a Psycho Boost. Most likely they swap out. They do. Out comes Lickitung, and SCRAFTY is a very solid hard punish to a Lickitung safe swap, because you can essentially just throw one power-up punch and then most likely farm this all the way down. The lick damage from the Lickitung is resisted on SCRAFTY because of the dark typing, and getting a nice ramp up here is very favorable. Potentially could have farmed this all the way down. It essentially takes 12 licks, which is equal to 6 counters worth of energy to get to that body slam. So you can kind of gauge your opponent's energy that way. I know it's always difficult to count the one-turn moves, but you can base their energy off of your own energy. CRESSELIA into Deoxys is a very solid response, and it turns out the Deoxys does have Rock Slide the entire time. Oh man, so Bastiodon is definitely a problem for this team because the CASTFORM can only hit for neutral. The Bastiodon is hitting for super effective with this smackdown damage. CRESSELIA can only hit for neutral with Grass Knot as well, and the Psycho Cut is going to be resisted. But it's gonna, man, it's probably gonna take 3 Psycho Cuts to take out this Bastiodon at that point. If the opponent fails a sack swap, potentially can farm some more energy from this matchup. The Stone Edge is gonna do a solid chunk of damage. Still gonna need 2 more Grass Knots to take out this freaking Bastiodon. Oh, and they do catch on their Deoxys. Wow, really nice play by the opponent. The problem is that you still need to commit energy to this thing anyways. Yeah, you can't really farm it down because the Psycho Cuts are resisted. Tough spot. Out comes Bastiodon again, and this Grass Knot is just barely not going to do enough. And they are able to get to another Stone Edge. Yeah, very unfortunate. I guess if you see a Bastiodon in this lead, in the lead with this team, maybe safe swap the CRESSELIA because it's somewhat neutral, even though it's still a losing matchup. But oh my gosh, this is a disaster. Gonna say swap the Crest, but how in the world do you get rid of this Pelipper? You need to hope that one of these Grass Knots successfully lands. Okay, that's one step in the right direction because it puts it closer to being in to fire Weather Ball range. But out comes Kanto Ninetales. Very interesting picks coming from the opponents here. Not your typical team comps in Remix Cup of like Bastiodons and Metachams, double charm teams, which are very common in Remix. Fire types do typically wall CRESSELIA when they run this moveset of Grass Knot and Moonblast. Sometimes, and I actually sometimes prefer this, running Future Sight on CRESSELIA because it actually gives you some strong neutral damage if you are stuck against those fire types. This Pelipper is about to go off. Double shielded Pelipper here is really, really tough. But just going to ramp up with Power Up Punch. The opponent no shields as well. Oh my gosh. Shield. Do you shield? Okay, no shield. This is getting very scary. Potentially could have shielded that Weather Ball. But the opponent shields that Power Up Punch. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's a Whiscash in the back. Double water against a Sunny CASTFORM. Really, really tough. Definitely been running into a lot of difficult team comps so far in the video, but don't worry folks, we do have some wins coming up here. That's the thing with a lot of the footage that I feature on my channel, especially from my own personal battles. I don't really cut out the losses. I kind of leave them in there because I feel like it's always good learning experience for the viewers and for myself as well to kind of talk through what could have gone differently in that matchup. But in the previous match, double water and a Pelipper lead is pretty much no mobility for this team. Another Lickitung safe swap. Okay. A little bit quicker on the SCRAFTY swap this time and gonna go straight Power Up Punch. So I really think you can Power Up Punch once and farm all the way down. Because they have to hit 3 body slams and there's just no way that they're gonna get there. I would definitely commit to the farm down after you throw that first putt, because leaving this matchup with energy is going to give you play against whatever else is going to come in. And the body slam damage is really not threatening, as opposed to if it were like a Snorlax or something. Oh my gosh, it was a Charm Ninetales. And so that energy really didn't have too far to go, but able to chip down the Ninetales a little bit, but this is tough. Out comes CRESSELIA. Man, and the opponent catches on their Deoxys. The opponent is playing very well. Really nice catch. But honestly, after this Psycho Cut damage, that should be Grass Knot range. So should comfortably able to get to 2 Grass Knots here. Pretty good timing on the charge move here. No extra charm goes through. And then just spam this Grass Knot to get it off. So this Charm A9 will get out of the picture. Good game. Alright. Sunny CASTFORM into This is the dream right here. Out comes Sableye. SCRAFTY is a decent response to this. Now Sableye, if it successfully baits or if it lands a return, can easily flip this matchup. Correctly shields up the return. That puts this heavily in favor of SCRAFTY here. And the opponent does not shield the foul play, so even better, able to farm it all the way down. There's, oh my gosh, are they triple weak to SCRAFTY? Why would you bring Registeel out onto this SCRAFTY unless you have, what do you have in the back? A Bastiodon, some sort of a Psychic type? If it was Defense Deoxys, whoa! Okay, so they were just going to use Registeel as a sacrifice, it looks like, because they recognized that double shielded Pelipper was going to have a lot of play. They have not seen the CRESSELIA yet. This is still going to be kind of tough, especially down a shield here. Okay, even shields now, but how do you take out that Registeel? It has loaded energy. SCRAFTY does not appreciate a Focus Blast from the Registeel. It will be hitting for super effective damage. And the SCRAFTY is in Focus Blast range. The Registeel farmed up a good amount as well. Reggie, okay, they are out of shields now. Is this a Hurricane? That'd be a smart move. Oh my gosh, really nice play from the opponent. And they caught a Grass Knot on the Registeel. Wow. Swap to the SCRAFTY. Let this go. Yeah, very nice. That's totally fine. Psycho Cut down the Reggie and then get to the Grass Knot on the Pelipper. Good recognition there, Kevin, of where the energy and the shields needs to go. Able to come back after the opponent made that nice swap there. Pelipper, definitely a problem for this team as well. Mandibuzz, this is a fairly neutral matchup. It's an air slash Mandibuzz. I feel like this would flip it in CASTFORM's favor potentially, because this Mandibuzz is now going to be a lot less spammy. Even though it is doing more damage with the fast moves, potentially this might be more in favor of the CASTFORM. We'll kind of see how this plays out. Good timing on these charge moves, not allowing extra air slashes to go through. Gets a shield from the Mandibuzz. Wow. So, oh my gosh. And then Basti is stuck against Scrafty. I'd probably do a no bubble power up punch and farm all the way down, because who cares about the flamethrower damage, right? It's not that threatening. And able to farm it down. That's great. If Mandibuzz comes out, yeah, it's able to tank this energy fairly easily, but continue ramping up the counter damage. Gonna shield this. Going to invest into the Scrafty. I like this play. Really needs to get rid of this Mandibuzz though, because the air slashes and the aerial aces are really gonna hurt. They double shielded. Oh my gosh. Okay. I probably would have kept the Scrafty in there since you're, what, triple boosted at that point, but luckily it was a Registeel in the back, so still able to take that game. But Scrafty definitely was going to go off on that team. Good game. Sableye lead. Fairly neutral here. It's going to take 6 Shadow Claws on the first 2 cycles to get to the foul play, but Sableye will outpace on the 3rd charge move. It only takes to 5. You can see the Ember damage is really outpacing the Shadow Claw damage here. But gonna shield this up. The opponent did build up enough energy to bluff a return. Gonna let this... Oh, double shield, okay. Really needs to get rid of the Sableye. Nice over farm there. Sableye would win the CMP tie, so needs to get rid of this before it throws. Okay. Oh my gosh. Shadow Golbat, okay. The Golbat cannot farm all the way down, and they commit their final shield there. It has to throw. Very nice counting by the opponent. This Poison Fang should be enough to take it out, even though Poison Fang is a really bad move. Okay, probably just going to go straight Poison Fang spam here, because Shadow Ball would be super, single resisted. Oh my gosh, just caught a foul play on Bronzong. So many people are very weak to Scrafty in the Remix Cup, and it makes sense because when you're team building in Remix, you're really typically concerned about Metachams, Defense Deoxys, Charm users, Bastiodon, and so Scrafty isn't really on your radar when you're team building. So a lot of people do have teams that are fairly weak to this. Both Grass Knot and Moonblast are single resisted. Moonblast is going to do slightly more damage, barely not enough, but this Psycho Cut damage is adding up. And if this is Poison Fang, Cress probably barely survives. Very nice. Unfortunately, Poison Fang is not that good of a move. Looks like Kevin got a screenshot of the opponent here. Really solid lead. Oh gosh. Okay, pretty solid safe swap here. Man, having Grass Knot on Cresselia is so nice for scenarios like this. It's pretty hilarious that the Grass Knot doesn't one-shot, but it just goes to show you how defensively weighted Cresselia is. Whiscash is fairly bulky, but that's a double super effective Grass Knot. Able to farm it all the way down. That's really nice. If Registeel comes out, you cannot lock on down this Cress, but the opponent might try to. Cresselia is too bulky, has too much HP. It's going to be a very awkward farm for the Reggie. They might load up to 100 and then make a swap. They're going to throw, makes sense. But man, whoa, went for Focus Blast? Did I see that correctly? I think that Reggie just Focus Blasted a Cress. In the back is an Obstagoon. Yeah, probably stay in with the CASTFORM, let them throw some energy. This Obstagoon is really farm. I think the opponent is conceding the match here because they know it's over. Yeah, good game. Really solid alignment for that Sunny CASTFORM to go off in the lead. Another Sableye in the lead. We've seen this play out. The Ember damage really adds up pretty quickly here. But Sableye will outpace to the 3rd charge move if they end up taking it to the 2 shield. So gonna get a shield here. Going to double shield once again. I feel like this might be a favorable matchup for CASTFORM in the 2 shield. Honestly, I don't know this simulation, but because CASTFORM will be able to survive this foul play. We'll see. We'll get to see this play out. I mean, it survived, but with the sliver. All right, Sableye, it looks like it wins the 2 shield. Oh my gosh. Clefable in the back. Sableye and then Clefable in the back. Yikes, this is not great. I think you have to go for the Moonblast here. Yeah, good recognition there, because is this even going to be enough? Oh, man. Okay, gets the attack debuff. That's pretty great. Oh my gosh, but the opponent returns with an attack debuff. And then look at this. The opponent stopped attacking, so they can get a little bit of farm off of CRESSELIA. Really nice play. Oh no, it's a Cress in the back. We already know what's coming. Double super effective Moonblast on this SCRAFTY. Shields are down, folks. This is going to one-shot the SCRAFTY. Oh my goodness. Good game. Well played by the opponent there. Some really interesting team comps. Oh boy. This is the Flappy Bird that demolishes this team. And the opponent catches on a fire type. Holy cow. Is this the same, is it like the same exact team? I wonder if this is the same opponent and they got matched up against each other again. This was all taken from the same stream. Kevin Saladaris, by the way, is a content creator on Twitch. I'm so sorry I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, but you can check him out on Twitch. These were taken from one of his live streams. Man, this Kanto Ninetales is going to leave this matchup with a good amount of stored energy. Luckily, Sunny CASTFORM can easily absorb this. Actually going to bring in the SCRAFTY to try to get a jump start on energy here. This is really tough. Oh, this is not good. Okay, out comes Pelipper. Yeah, you have to get this foul play off, right? Go straight for it. If the opponent no shields, you can swap and go straight Weather Ball spam with CASTFORM. Oh man, there's just no way. The opponent has seen the Sunny CASTFORM and the SCRAFTY, so they know that Pelipper is their win condition. Oh my gosh, they switch into Vigoroth. Most likely the Pelipper is very close to a Weather Ball though, and this Vigoroth is going to get to a Bulldoze. Does CASTFORM barely live this? Bulldoze is a pretty bad move. Oh man, over farming as much as possible, but just not going to have enough energy or health to be able to get to a Weather Ball against the Pelipper there. Man, Pelipper is really tough for this team for sure. Good game. It's tough to play out of. That is a dream lead right there. Out comes Deoxys. CRESSELIA is a pretty good response to this. Overtime is going to be able to outpace the Deoxys to these moves. Not if the opponent sneaks in free counters like that, though. That's not ideal. Going for the Moonblast on the first one because it's unlikely that the Deoxys will shield. But I think the best way to play this matchup out is 1 Moonblast and 2 Grass Knots, because you're going to need 3 moves anyways. You can see how much damage that did. And you can save a little bit of energy by throwing 2 Grass Knots at the end instead of double Moonblast. Really nice farm there. Overloaded on some energy. We know it's very important to maintain alignment here because getting the Sunny CASTFORM onto that Alolan Ninetales is going to be really, really beneficial here. They do Powder Snow all the way down. Very nice play by the opponent. This is probably a Dazzling Gleam, I would guess. Okay, they're just going to go straight Weather Ball. Oh no. Medicham in the back. This is a disaster. This is a disaster right here, especially if this Medicham has Power Up Punch. Call the Power Up Punch, very nice. But SCRAFTY's going to get demolished. I feel like SCRAFTY is so hit or miss in Remix especially, it can either wipe out an entire team because they didn't account for it, or it just has little to no play. Going for a power-up punch here. This is resisted, but trying to just do enough counter damage to soften this up. Okay, do you ember the... Oh my gosh, this thing is so ramped up. Oh man! Oh, the Ninetales is going to be able to powder snow down. Yeah, good game. Tough, tough. Potentially, if you committed to the foul play, burn the last shield. Yeah, it would have been tough because you were at the weather ball there at the end. It still was going to be challenging. Another Sableye in the lead. We've seen this play out in the 2 shield, and the Sableye looks like it does win this. Just going to go straight for the weather ball here. You can't really swap out of this matchup because CRESSELIA is also not ideal against the Sableye. And so if the Sableye does win this lead, you kind of want to guarantee that SCRAFTY gets on it. People that lead Sableye are... Oh my gosh, the CASTFORM wins the 1 shield. Very nice. And out comes Metachamp. Thank goodness won the lead. That's actually really huge. But people that lead Sableye are weak to Charm and like Dark users in the front. So they have their own Charmer in the back and a Metachamp. This is so bad. Where is SCRAFTY supposed to go? Where is SCRAFTY supposed to go on this team? Oh, this is really tough. Especially once again, if the Metachamp is running Power-Up Punch, it just is a very annoying matchup to have to deal with. Okay. Nice. Store up all the energy. Oh, this Metachamp for sure has Power-Up Punch. So you need to get the Metachamp into Moonblast range. Yeah. Go straight for the foul play. Very nice. There's no way the opponent shields because they're saving it for the Moonblast. Yep. That's almost Grass Knot range. Psychic, right? Probably Psychic here. It's going to be very close. Okay, has the Grass Knot. Going to go for a shield bait here. Is Grass Knot going to be enough? Oh, man. If this is not enough, definitely could have made it to the Moonblast. There's 1 Psycho Cut away. Oh my gosh! Oh man, yeah. As you can see, there was 1 Psycho Cut away, and the Metachamp was 2 counters away, so I had to commit to the Moonblast there. Really tough. I like the play of bringing the SCRAFTY in onto the Charmer when it was low to counter it down, but man, SCRAFTY just did not have a lot of play there. This opponent led a Shadow Vic into Sonic CASTFORM, so definitely want to maintain alignment here. Let's see if Kevin plays this any differently. Again, I think the way to play this is you throw Moonblast on the first one because there's almost no chance that they would shield that first one, plus you might get the attack debuff. But then you go straight Grass Knot. Yeah, it looks like he might be recognizing that this time around. Or the opponent might try to fight for a swap here. We'll have to see. I like the way that Kevin is playing this much better. 1 Moonblast, double Grass Knot. The opponent is going to try to fight for swap. Worth it to mirror shields. Okay. Nice. Able to undertap this Grass Knot here. They are really going for switch. Because let's take a guess here. It's most likely a Bastiodon in the back. So alignment is everything. You want the CASTFORM on the Victory Bell. You want the SCRAFTY on the Bastiodon. Let's see if it... There it is. Straight up, fairly predictable team, right? Like Shadow Victory Bell pairs very nicely with Bastiodon. So then you can kind of take your pick of safe swaps. The opponent makes a nice catch there. But even though this Bastiodon is going to be able to farm so much, there's really no win con for this Bastiodon. SCRAFTY should be able to survive both flamethrowers. And as you can see, these weather balls are actually adding up, this Ember and weather ball damage. And 1 counter should do the trick here. You cannot store 2 flamethrowers because it's 55 energy, and you can see how little damage flamethrower does. Anyways, good game there. Maintained good alignment throughout the entire match. Whoa, Mew in the lead? Another kind of tricky lead to play out of, especially since, I mean, if this Mew is running Surf, this is just straight up a positive matchup for Mew. If they're running Flame Charge, Wild Charge, which it looks like they might be, they're over farming a lot. Oh, they do have Surf, okay. Commit 1 shield, yeah. Man, that Ember damage has really chunked the Mew. I wonder if they double shield farm down. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Okay, swap to Scrafty. Probably Wild Charge and then they leave. Yeah. Oh, man. Air Slash. Oh, my gosh. Air Slash Tropius. This is really tough. The Mew might still have a little bit of residual energy loaded. Not... Okay, able to get to a power-up punch, but this is going to hardly do anything. And this Tropius fully committed to farming down, which is a very nice heads-up play. Do you bring in the CASTFORM to sack it? Oh, man. And the switch clock is not up, so you can't attempt... Okay, now it's up. Try to sack the CASTFORM? That Mew is going to be a problem. And this Tropius just keeps ripping off moves. Oh my gosh, this Tropius is going off. Okay, has to shield that. This is not looking good. The Mew is potentially in Grass Knot range. Okay, able to get a nice farm off the Tropius. They bring out Mew here, right? But what could possibly be in the back? Just gonna go for the Moonblast. Man, what do we need in the back? A Scrafty, and then you get to... Oh man, you have to catch? Oh, bubble goes through. This is so bad. You have to catch a move. I think missed the excellent on that grass now, but it doesn't matter. It needs 2 moves anyways. Able to catch it. Able to catch it. Caught the Shadow Ball. Oh my gosh, Kevin. Very nice. Very nice play. They must have been running double nukes on their Jellicent and then able to Psycho Cut it down. Oh my gosh. Able to come back from that. Very nice. Let's see if this Deoxys is running Rock Slide. Once again, it takes 7 counters to get to the first Rock Slide, 6 to get to the second. They are running Rock Slide. Good shield. Continuing to chip it with these Embers and the Weather Balls here. Gets a shield, very nice. That visual glitch that always happens when it looks like the opponent is getting a free fast move and a free charge move. What's actually happening is that they snuck an invisible fast move through while you were queuing up your charge move, and the game doesn't visually show it until they queue up their charge move. It's very annoying. Alright, we're going to see this zero shield matchup play out. If this is, I mean, this is going to be similar to the Umbreon matchup where CRESSELIA can potentially win this in the zero shield. Gonna be able to survive this. The Moonblast will not KO the Mandibuzz, like it'll survive with the Sliver. So most likely Mandibuzz will be able to win this in the zero, but it's surprisingly close. For Crest being a Psychic type, that's very oh my gosh! Able to, yeah, take this in the zeros. That's very nice. Okay, in the back is Politoed. This thing is a spam machine, as we know, but at least the CASTFORM gets to avoid it. They still have the Deoxys that we have to be aware of. Weather Ball spam, here it comes. Needs to land a foul play on this thing. Oh my gosh, very nice combo play by the opponent. Is that Psycho Boost? It's a Rock Slide, okay. Oh man, you kind of needed to save this energy and get into the CASTFORM, right? Because now how are you gonna... That power-up punch was wasted energy, unfortunately. Yeah, and Kevin recognizes it. Yeah, tough call there. The opponent going for that combo play really shook it up there. Out comes Hypno. They might have gotten an invisible confusion through on this move. I couldn't see if they did. Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, yeah. Out comes Obstagoon. Scrafty's a pretty decent response to this. If this Obstagoon has Cross Chop though, that is not great. Oh man, okay. The counters on Scrafty are hitting for single super effective, whereas the damage on the Obstagoon is hitting for double super effective because of the dark and normal type. Scrafty's still able to take that though, very nice. If the Obstagoon shielded it, it would be able to win swap. Able to really put this energy to good use against this Hypno as well. Are they triple weak to Scrafty? Their own Scrafty in the back. Yeah, you just go for Cress, right? You go straight Moonblast. No need to bait here, because if a bait fails, that's essentially the lose condition. Double Moonblast should be able to take this here. Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Kevin, for submitting these battles. Make sure to check out Kevin on Twitch. He is a streamer and content creator. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content. And I will catch you all in the next video. Best of luck with your battles.